Title: The Missed Call. Lily's heart raced. As she paced around her small apartment, clutching her phone tightly in her hands, the minutes dragged on. And with every passing second, her anxiety grew. Tonight was the night they were supposed to have that important conversation about their future, but there was no sign of Tom's call. In the warm glow of the setting sun, long shadows danced on the walls, seemingly mocking Lily's growing unease. She whispered to herself, trying to convince herself that maybe he was just busy, that there was a rational explanation for his silence. But deep down, her intuition told her something was wrong. Desperate for answers, she frantically opened their messages, searching for any sign that would ease her worry. Their last conversation from the day before seemed completely normal. He had even sent her a heart emoji, an affectionate gesture that gave her a glimmer of hope. Lily sank into a chair, her eyes fixated on her phone. 1 hour passed, then 2, but there was still no call from Tom. The knot in her chest tightened, anxiety squeezing at her heart. Unable to bear the uncertainty any longer, she dialed his number, her trembling fingers struggling to press the buttons. The ringing pierced through the quiet room, echoing in the empty spaces. But all she heard was silence on the other end. Tom's absence, his unexplained silence, fueled her growing fear. Just as it seemed all hope was lost, her phone buzzed, an incoming call. Relief flooded through her, a flicker of a smile tugging at the corners of her lips. But as she glanced at the screen, her heart plummeted. It wasn't Tom, it was her friend Sarah, her voice wavering with unease. Lily's stomach twisted into knots as she greeted her, apprehension filling her voice. "Hey, Lily? Have you seen the news?" Sarah's words shook her to the core. "No, why?" "What's going on?" Lily managed to respond, her voice betraying her growing fear. "There was an accident on the highway. Tom was involved." Sarah's voice trailed off, words heavy with worry. Lily felt the ground slip away beneath her feet. Her phone slipped from her grasp, hitting the floor with a soft thud, the sound a painful echo of the sudden and irreversible shift in her life. In that cataclysmic moment, all the anxiety and the missed call that had consumed her thoughts became insignificant. In the grand scheme of things, their future plans seemed trivial, as life thrust Lily into a reality she was not prepared for. Everything else faded into the background, eclipsed by the overwhelming concern for Tom's well-being. The missed call that had caused her so much distress now paled in comparison to the fragility of life itself. As Lily's world shifted, everything else that once held importance suddenly lost its meaning. The only thing that mattered now was praying for Tom's recovery and finding strength in the face of uncertainty. The end.